Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn about the basic proportionality theorem. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to apply the basic proportionality theorem in solving the missing parts of a triangle. So let's look at the theorem. It states that if a line intersects any two sides of any triangle and is parallel to the third side, then that line divides the two intersected sides of the triangle proportionally. So let's look at the illustration. Suppose we have here a triangle ABC, and we have here line XY. Line XY intersects side AB and side AC of the given triangle at points X and Y respectively. This means that side AB is now divided into two parts. You have here AX and XB, and at the same time side AC is divided also into two parts. You have side AY and YC. So by BPT, the given sides are divided proportionally. So we can say that AX over XB is equal to AY all over YC. Aside from that, we can also say the following. The whole length AB divided by AX is equal to the whole length AC divided by AY. And another one, the side AB divided by XB is equal to the side AC divided by YC. So these three proportions exist by BPT, provided that this line XY is parallel to the third side BC. Let's look at example 1. So given in the figure, which is not drawn to scale, we have here triangle MOG, and PT is parallel to side MO. Okay? So number 1, if OT is equal to 3, PG is 7, MP is 5, and find the length of PG. So since MO is parallel to PT, we can use the equations or proportions provided by BPT. We can say that the ratio or the proportion of PG over MP is equal to TG over OT. Now substituting the given values, so PG over 5 equals 7 over 3. Cross multiplying this, 3PG equals 35. So PG for item 1 is 35 over 3. So for item 2, the values have changed. So MG is now equal to 12. The whole length of this side is 12. PG is now 9. OT is 6. And we are going to find the length TG. So since same figure, we can still apply the BPT. So this proportion still holds. PG is 9. This time MP is unknown, but according to the figure, MG is 12. So we can get MP by subtracting 9 from 12. So 12 minus 9 is equal to 3. MP is equal to 3. And TG is unknown. OT is 6. So applying cross multiplication here. So 9 times 6 is 54, and 3 times tg is 3tg. Therefore, tg is 54 over 3. So that is exactly equal to 18. For example 2, given the figure wherein the angle AXY is congruent to angle A, B, and C. So we are asked to find the length of side YC. So we can solve for the length of YC if we have this equation. But before we can use this equation, we need to really solve or really determine if we can use the BPT or the basic proportionality theorem. So since the condition, in order to apply this theorem, we need to find or determine the line that is perpendicular to the third side. So ang ibig sabihin nun, let's prove first that this line XY, is parallel to side BC. So if we redraw this, so this is BC and this is XY and this is point A of the triangle ABC. Okay, so we are given with the following: angle AXY, this angle, is congruent to angle ABC, this angle. Okay, and we need to prove that these two lines are parallel. So if you notice, the segment XB is a transversal because it cuts two lines, line CB and line XY. So we have here your consecutive angles, and based on the given, the two angles are congruent. So from our previous discussion on parallel lines, if consecutive angles are congruent, then we can say that the lines are parallel. So therefore, XY is parallel to BC. So we can really use the basic proportionality theorem in order to solve YC. So another concept that we need to discuss is the corollary to this triangle sum theorem. So it states that if two triangles have two pairs of congruent corresponding angles, then the third pair of corresponding angles are also congruent. So let's try to prove this corollary. So given triangles ABC and triangles DEF, we are going to prove that angle C is really congruent to angle F. So what we know in the given figures are the following. So angle A is congruent to angle D, and angle B is congruent to angle E. So we are going to prove that the third pair of corresponding angles are also congruent. So number 1, the sum of the measures of the interior angles of any triangle is 180 degrees. So we know that the sum or the interior angles theorem states that the sum of the interior angles equals 180. So we can form the following equations. Measure of angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals 180. At the same time, measure of angle D plus E plus F is equal to 180 degrees. Now, by the transitive property of equality, we can equate the two, since the left side equals 180 and the right side is also equal to 180. So we can form the following equation. And since angle A is congruent to angle D, we can change it in our equation. At the same time, angle B is equal to angle E. So we can change angle B to angle E so that we can have this equation. So notice that since we have angle D, both sides in the equation, it cancels out. Also with angle E. And we are left with angle C equals angle F. So this implies that angle C is really congruent to angle F. So for our practice exercises, we have the two. Number one, given the triangles, find the missing side, which is side EC. Okay, so we have here a line DE, and line DE is parallel to side BC of the triangle. So we can apply our BPT here. So by BPT, our equation would be AD over DB is equal to AE over EC. So substituting the given values, 2.5 all over 5 equals 2 all over the unknown EC. Cross multiplication, 2.5 EC is equal to 2 times 5, which is 10. So therefore, EC for number 1 is equal to 4. Okay? And for number 2, given that AC is parallel to FE, okay? So we can say that by BPT, the following proportion applies. So BF over AF equals BE over CE. Okay? So given BC equals 10, so this side right here is 10 overall. AB is equal to 13. So from B to A is 13. And EC is equal to 2. Okay, so those are the given. So we can change our proportion in order for us to easily solve this item. So instead of writing this, okay, so I can change my proportion to the following. So I can say instead AF, since that is the one that is missing. So AF all over the whole length AB. So that is equal to EC all over the whole length BC. Okay, so we have here AF over 13 equals 2 over 10. So using cross multiplication to solve this, AF should be equal to 2.6. So in summary, the basic proportionality theorem states that if a line or segment intersects any two sides of a given triangle and that line is parallel to the third side, so it cuts off segments which are proportional to these sides. And to the corollary to the triangle sum theorem, if two triangles have two pairs of congruent corresponding angles, then the third pair of corresponding angles are also congruent. So that's all for this video lesson.